What's up, Savvy Expats? Today we have a special property tour around BGC because we are with one of our clients hailing all the way from New York. Richard, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Nice to meet you, Evan.
Richard, I mean, how long ago was it that you reached out to us?
Around 4 to 5 months ago.
This is a new chapter of your life. Obviously, you're retired now.
Retired.
What does it feel like to be in the Philippines and have this new chapter?
It's a big move for me. I mean, coming to a new country, not knowing, the whereabouts and how everything would work.
Why would you say it is that you reached out to us for help with this move?
I saw you on the YouTube videos, and you help the expat come in with healthcare, opening up bank accounts, lining up apartments, and you do the whole package.
Yeah, the whole A to Z process. And so that's what we're here for. As for now, we're not focusing on those other things. We're focusing on finding you your dream place. So
One thing at a time,
right? There's a lot of moving parts of this transition. So we'll be touring you guys around different units around BGC. So stick around and let's go.
All right, Savvy Expats. So walking into the first unit of the day, we are at a building, as you guys are familiar with, called Serendra in BGC. In this unit, you immediately walk into the foyer with, we can put your shoes down over here, and then straight ahead is, of course, the kitchen and living room. So here we have the kitchen right over here, and the living room straight ahead here. As for the details on this unit, it is 85,000 pesos per month, or roughly about 1.4K per month, $1,400 per month, and 85 square meters in size. So I'll put the square footage details on the screen. And then here we have the view. As for the view, you're looking straight up or straight at the rooftop of SM Aura here in BGC. So you're literally right across one of the nicest malls in BGC. And then over there, if you want like more affordable options for groceries and food, you have Market. And that's a great place where you can really bargain and get good deals on vegetables and whatnot. Here we have the living room. Like I mentioned, simple setup here with the couches, TV straight ahead. And I know you guys mentioned in the last video that I need to get a mic, so I apologize, guys, that I haven't brought the mic yet on tours. Usually I just like to be as light as possible when we're touring our clients around, just because at the end of the day, it is the service that we're delivering first before the videos. So I do like to be as light as possible, and it's hard to carry around a mic and just sort of have a whole production set up as I'm going around, hopping from property to property. Here we have the master bedroom, and again, 85 square meters in size, so it is a little bit more sizable than like your average BGC unit. The only thing is that you'll notice with this unit is it's a little bit more outdated. However, Richard did say, our client did say, he loves the Serendra area because of the amenities, and it's close to Market and SM Aura. He also loves the uptown area as well, so we're really just dialing in on an uptown and on Serendra. As you can see, our staff there, Julie, taking care of Richard. Now we're gonna move on to the next unit, but yeah, not bad at all. It is just a little bit outdated.
Okay, so we just finished the first viewing of the day. And Richard, can you explain to everybody which sort of buildings and units you really like in BGC based off of your experience?
I'm looking for a more renovated unit, a newer unit, closer to markets and the mall, where it's easy to get around. And if you need any food or whatever, it's right down the block.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what we talked about in our first chat together when we were sort of getting your wish list together of what it is that you're looking to live in. You mentioned like convenience is very big for you, so being close to other,
I wanted a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't. A 1-bedroom unit normally is a little bit too tight for me. It's too small. I want a little bit more room.
Yeah, exactly. But the nice part about Serendra is, as you can see, guys, really the amenities. This is what a lot of our expats love when we move them into Serendra, is just the range of amenities that you get here. There's like 5 different swimming pools on the property, and Serendra stretches over an entire block of BGC. So that's really the selling point of this condo, is the amenities, and also the pretty solid location. Like we mentioned, you're close to SM Aura Mall, where you can do your groceries and even shop. And then you're also close to Market as well, and not too far away from High Street.
And by the way, before we move on to the next viewing, if you, just like Richard, are serious about pulling the trigger on this new chapter of your life in the Philippines within the next 1 to 4 months, and you need full done-for-you help with situating the A to Z logistics of your move by someone to actually hold your hand throughout the entire transition, then feel free to click the link in the description, book a call with me, and we'll map out a full A to Z game plan to get you out here as smooth as possible.
back to the viewings. All right, now moving on to unit number 2 of the day. Of course, the first unit, as you guys can tell, was a little too outdated, especially for Richard's taste. So this unit is a lot more up to date and newly renovated. This unit is about 82 square meters, 2-bedroom unit, as per Richard's request. A little bit more on the pricey side because of the renovations, and it's also in a newer building in Serendra called Sequoia. As far as the asking price, it's about 120,000 pesos per month, which I'll put the conversions there on the screen. So yeah, definitely a little bit more pricey for especially like this size, but at least you can kind of get an idea of like what the BGC rental market's looking like at the moment. In terms of like bang for your buck and size, that's where I would put a lot of our expats onto Makati, because the units are a little bit more older. However, you do get more space and size, and I just find that it's well furnished compared to the majority of units you find in BGC. Here we have the 4-burner electric stovetop, sink, four-person dining table. A nice addition to this unit that they added is also this quartz bar-style countertop seating, which just adds like a nice touch for the guests. And then here we have the living room, simple L-shaped couch and TV, coffee table. There's a balcony straight ahead. And then the master bedroom. As you can see, everything is brand new in this unit. Haven't even taken the plastic off the bed, so we have a king-size bed here, which is absolutely gorgeous. Nice little wall finishing, desk space there, closet space in front, and then also the bathroom, a stand-up shower, sink, and toilet. And let me show you guys what the second bedroom looks like. Fortunately, this is an inverter AC as well, so with the AC, you'd still be saving money. It's important to have an inverter AC to save on electricity costs here. Here we have the second bedroom. This is quite a bit smaller, but it'd be good for like a kid or a guest as well, which Richard would need. And then the second bathroom, so 2-bed, 2-bathroom unit. Of course, this 120K unit is negotiable, fortunately, so you wouldn't be spending, you'd probably be able to negotiate that by an extra like 10 to 20K. Okay, so we were just recapping off of that unit. So the unit you looked at 2 days ago, I believe, with Julie, was also Uptown Ritz. Uptown Ritz. And it was also the same price as this one as well. Yes. For 120K. What did you like about Uptown Ritz? Just so like they're aware of.
I like the area, and the apartment was newly renovated, and it was a beautiful apartment.
All right, Savvy Expats. So moving on to the third unit of the day. This one by far is my personal favorite, just because in terms of the renovations, it's the most modern and newly renovated. It was last tenanted in February of this year. And in terms of the square meters, it's 88 square meters, asking price same as the last one. But it actually just feels a little bit more open, with the renovations being a lot higher quality. As you can see, you have a high quality range hood right over here, and this 2-burner or 4-burner stovetop, oven built in as well. And then we have a brand new refrigerator, even a washing machine, which is extremely hard to come by here in the Philippines. I don't want to break anything like my other video with Michael. I broke the blinds, but even a washing machine as well. And then a nice countertop and sink. So in terms of the renovations of this unit, brand new, absolutely gorgeous. And here we have like nice flooring as well, high quality all around. And what's also nice, this also comes with a washer and dryer, so that's convenient to have. A lot of our other clients, we get them set up with a washer, a laundromat service as well that does pick up and drop off, so that's convenient. And then here we have the living room with this simple wood sort of wall here, looks great. Couch, coffee table, TV, nice furnishings. And then here we have the second bedroom. This one is furnished very well with the TV, desk, and then bunk bed. As you guys would really notice with our BGC tours, a lot of unit owners really don't put in a lot of effort when it comes to furnishing their units. But as you can see with this one, there was actually attention to detail, and the quality is a lot higher than like the average BGC unit. And then absolutely gorgeous, sizable balcony, a view overlooking the American Memorial Cemetery. I mean, this is a pretty hard view to beat, to say the least, because at least you're not just looking out at hustle and bustle. You can actually wake up to greenery with a cup of joe while still getting a view on the right side of the BGC city. Have a cup of joe out here in the morning. Look over at the greenery of the cemetery. Not bad compared to most views in BGC. That is actually a rare view to have in this city, both the golf course view or the American Memorial Cemetery view. And then here we have the master bedroom. Nice queen size bed. Desk space in the back to work. Inverter AC as well. The nice TV. Sizable desk. We have the bed. And then the bathroom. This is actually a very impressive bathroom for BGC. Very nicely renovated with this sort of dark interior finish. Gorgeous stand-up shower. All in all, I'd say that this is probably one of the more solid units in terms of furnishings that I've seen. And the nice part about this is that for 120K, it is still negotiable. For some of our clients that we've talked about, like Michael in the past, who we got moving to Park Triangle residences, we moved the rent down from 1,500 USD down to 1,100 USD, saving up about $4,800 by the end of the year. That's the power of working with a team to support you behind your back that actually has boots on the ground knowledge of the rental markets here, because simple negotiations like that add up and save you so much more money by the end of the year. All right, so that's a wrap on the third unit of the day. Richard, what were your thoughts on this unit?
I like that unit.
Yeah?
It was renovated. It looked nice. Had a good view.
Yeah. We might have to add it to the list of alongside Uptown Ritz.
Yeah, I think
We'll add this to the list of units to submit a letter of intent on. And your terms will be unique because you will be renting for like 2 years, correct?
Yes.
So in terms of your lease, we could definitely get a much better deal on that 120K, given that we'll be doing a longer term lease. So when we submit the letter of intent on that, should be pretty promising. So again, guys, we dialed in on the top 2 units that Richard likes. Two viewings ago, or 2 days ago, excuse me, Julie and Richard viewed a nice unit in Uptown Ritz. Very actually modern location. Uptown, you can't really beat it in terms of convenience. And then here in Serendra, the unit that we just looked at for another 120K is the second option. Richard, just curious, like what made you really want to dial in on BGC being the location for your retirement?
It's like living back in America, like back in New York.
Yeah.
You have everything that you need in a little area.
Yeah.
And I want to use it as my travel base where I could hop on an airplane and go to the islands. If you want to go to Thailand, want to go to South Korea, Bali. And I have an area to live where I have food, I have restaurants, dental, medical care. I have everything.
It's all there. It's all there. So exactly. I mean, convenience is the biggest thing that BGC affords you while here. And thank you, Marlon. We're heading over to the next viewing now, which is where, Julie?
Meridian.
To Meridian. So Meridian on High Street is where we're going to be heading for our next viewing. And I mean, BGC, as far as convenience, is really hard to beat. Richard and I were just talking about like some of the, I guess you could say, cultural differences or even cultural shocks for a lot of expats that come out here. And that's, what is that, Richard?
You have law enforcement like every 50 feet.
Yep. They're literally everywhere, and they're
everywhere.
They're carrying, exposed shotguns around. Like they're guarding a 7-Eleven with a shotgun.
They are. Yeah, they're carrying high capacity weapons.
They are. So I mean, at least that you can at least see the security in BGC is also very.
The security,
very
like
good.
if you go to the ATM, there's gonna be an armed guard right at the ATM.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why BGC is like one of the safest cities in the Philippines, just because they have guards everywhere as well. And Richard, I mean, I want your piece of advice for like the other expats that are planning on making this transition like yourself. Obviously, moving to the Philippines is a very, very large endeavor. In your case, why did you look to get professional guidance and professional help with this move as opposed to doing it by yourself? And what would you say to those that are kind of considering that?
Doing it by yourself, you're gonna do a lot of trial and error, I think. You really don't know, at least I don't know how to get a foreign bank account, all the ins and outs of extending your visa. And it's good to have people that you can depend on that live here to guide you along the way, how things are done here.
Yeah, absolutely. Just kind of having that sort of insider or boots on the ground knowledge for the transition here. And the reason why I asked that is because like you have been here previously.
I've been here before
Right.
for a month, but again, I didn't realize everything, how things work and
Yeah.
what you have to do to get a bank account. I still don't know.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. We'll guide you through the next steps. But yeah, at the moment, like we're just really focusing on finding Richard's ideal condo unit here. We have a list of 2, yeah, looking for the apartment. So we have at least 2 that we'd like to potentially submit the letter of intent for. And hopefully by the end of this property tour, we'll have a few more options for you. But looks pretty good. We can definitely get the good negotiations if you're going for 2-year lease.
Okay.
All right, here we go. On to the next unit of the day at Meridian. Of course, all the buildings that we're looking at in our property tour series with all of our clients, our expat clients, are pretty familiar. Like we've been to Serendra several times, we've been to Meridian several times, and it just goes to show these are sort of the key buildings in BGC that offer the best location and convenience because you're only about a 2-minute walk away from High Street over there, the heart of BGC. Alright, so the expats, and moving on to the Meridian. This unit is actually very well furnished as well. Pretty simply furnished, actually. A 6-person dining table straight ahead, and on the right side, the camera doesn't really do it justice, but this kitchen actually is very sizable for a unit in BGC. As you can see, we have a 4-burner stovetop and oven, and then a microwave as well as this this refrigerator. And then here we have the living room with an L-shaped couch, nice ambient lighting with the lamps there, TV, simple coffee table, and the couch. And then as for the bedrooms, walking into the second bedroom here, this would be like Richard's guest bedroom. Nice little desktop space there, closet space here. And then here we have the bedroom, or excuse me, the bathroom adjacent to the bedroom. Very simple bathroom. And then lastly, here we have the master bedroom, which as you can see is a decent size as well. I do like how this furniture is nicely renovated. Like a lot of the units that you find in BGC can feel a little bit soulless and lifeless, but this one does a little bit have a little bit more character to it. So it feels a little bit more like an actual home. Now, as far as the asking price on this unit goes, it's also 120,000 pesos per month, or roughly about 2,100 per month, a little bit less than that even. So not bad in terms of the asking price. BGC prices, obviously, as you guys know, is the most pricey within Manila. Decent quality furniture on this unit. As for the view, you're literally right across from the park. This is track 30th, so your backyard would be a nice park, especially if you have pets. That's ideal to just go straight down, walk them at the park, or even go to High Street to grab a bite to eat. Something that I'm going to guarantee for you guys, I apologize, is that I know the quality of the videos in terms of audio and in terms of like, you know, using this the phone on the go isn't ideal. So I will promise you guys on the next property tours, we'll upgrade the audio, use a mic, and then also have a professional camera for this. The only reason I've been using a phone and it's very bare bones is just because this is the service comes first, of course, right? So it's a lot easier to pick up and go, but better quality in the next video. We're gonna go take a look at the amenities now. What were your thoughts on that unit?
Sure, I add that one on being number 3 now.
Number 3 until I add onto the list.
Yeah.
Yes. So now we have a third unit to add to the list of letters of intent to submit. So we'll see which unit actually has the best deal for Richard out of these 3 units so far, and also which has the best terms. That's also very important because, of course, like paying 4 months up front isn't always.
Yeah, it's definitely different than living in New York with 4 months up front.
Yeah, exactly. As you guys know, like a lot of the landlords here in the Philippines require that you pay 4 months up front. That means 2 months advance and then a 2-month security deposit, which there are some expat horror stories of some expats are not getting their deposit back. So if we can adjust that and get better terms, then that'll be ideal. So I always see a lot of the comments that say, you know, Evan, BGC is so expensive. Like, why would you go from paying thousands for rent in the States for also thousands of rent in the Philippines, and it's so pricey out there. Like, I don't understand. And just for context, like Richard, in your case, in your situation, like we're looking at units that are roughly between $800 to $2,000 per month. How much were you spending for your rent back in Long Island, New York?
It's on the water, but a 2-bedroom unit, 5,400.
5,400. So I mean, yeah, for context, obviously it's New York, right?
It's New
Like,
York.
you can't, and it was on the water.
I
So
was on the water.
So I mean, yeah, that is a beautiful condo, but then again, you're saving like $3,000 if you were to rent out here in the Philippines, as
I
opposed to
spent over 128,000 in 2 years on rent.
128,000 in 2 years. Wow,
Yeah.
that's something else.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for how much Richard was paying for rent back in the States, he could get a unit in Grand Hyatt here in the Philippines.
I'd rather get a unit here and an apartment in like Boracay or something.
Exactly.
Be right on the water.
Exactly. As far as the amenities go, here we have the pool. Not bad whatsoever. Nice little lap pool. And some lounge chairs over here. All right, so Richard's just showing me his apartment back in Long Island, New York. I know the comments are gonna be, oh, Richard, that's crazy. Over 5K for an apartment. But look at that view, Long Island. You're on the water. That's gorgeous.
On the water.
Nice. And you said it's 2 floors for this apartment?
2 floors, 2-bedroom,
Yeah.
2 floors.
It's a gorgeous apartment. Very spacious, yeah?
I decorated it.
Nice. How many square meters was your place back in New York?
Over 1,400.
1,400.
1,400 feet.
1,400 square feet. That's good for an apartment. Yeah.
1 bedroom.
The reason why I share that with you guys is just because like I've been seeing so many comments like it's so expensive in BGC, and yeah, it just depends on every expat's like budget and lifestyle preferences, because not every expat is looking to backpack and live on $500 per month, right? Just to go from barely living in the States to barely living in the Philippines.
You gotta remember, living here is like living in the best area of Manhattan.
Yeah,
What are you gonna pay for an apartment in the best area of Manhattan?
100%. And then that comes with all the amenities and Western conveniences. And so, yeah, like for a lot of our expats, that's why we get them settled in BGC, just because it's the best soft landing location in the Philippines. $2K to spend is definitely saving a lot more out here in the Philippines.
Yeah,
So.
and then after that, you're saving on food. Going out to
Exactly.
eat, you could have a dinner for like $8 to have a dinner,
A lot more affordable.
compared to over $20, $25 in the US.
Oh yeah, I mean in the US it's so easy. Like as soon as you walk outside your doorstep, or if you're gonna do something decent, $100 minimum of what you're spending.
Yeah, for 2 people.
Yeah, for 2 people. And now moving on to the 4th or 5th unit of the day. We are at Park Triangle, one of all of our clients' favorite buildings in BGC. We've had a few clients, I think, now moving to Park Triangle. And so this unit is about 110,000 pesos per month with parking as well. Here we have the kitchen and 4-burner stovetop. The refrigerator comes with a washer and drying machine, which is of course nice to have. The maid's quarters as well. And then here we have the 6-person dining table, and across from that is the living room with an L-shaped couch, a TV, coffee table. As you can see, when it comes to like the furnishings of this unit, it's a very, very minimalistic, and not much effort, I mean, honestly, put into it. But of course, we can have some add-ons. And then here we have the first bedroom, which is not bad. Nice little closet space right over here as well. And then the bathroom, like this is very minimalistic. Like you can tell, like not much has been added to this. For our other clients that we get moved into Park Triangle, there's definitely a lot more character to the unit. But this is Patrick Bateman, sort of American Psycho style. It's just your bare minimalistic needs here. And this is also a corner unit. What I like about this unit is a corner unit as well. So I mean, not much of a view there, but at least over here you can see towards like Market and SM Aura. So nice having 2 windows on both sides with nice natural lighting coming in. And a simple sink, toilet, shower. Very nice. So at least with this unit, yeah, the furnishing isn't super homey. It's very bare bone. It's just your minimalistic unit. But then again, like you can add furniture to this unit, personalize it to yourself. And it's also 10,000 pesos less than all the other units that we're looking at today, because every other unit was 120,000 pesos, while still getting parking slot here if you do plan on owning a car or driving, which majority of our expats don't. And now looking at the amenities here at Park Triangle. Again, you have like your own little sanctuary in the middle of a metropolis. Oh, here comes rainy season, guys. It's raining on us now. But yeah, you have this beautiful lap pool on this rooftop deck. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, like it feels very quiet up here just because it's like its own little metropolis. You have nice gardening and greenery here as well, so that's nice to have. But yeah, very nice. Oh my gosh, guys, talk about a rainy season in the Philippines.
It's a Philippine rain.
It's a Philippine rain right here. Rainy season in the Philippines is no joke. I mean, this is the first time I've seen it rain this heavily in probably months now. As you can see, the rain here, it doesn't do it justice on camera. Alright, so expats, it has been a very long day today. From here, what me and my team are going to do is submit 5 different offers on the 5 different units that Richard narrowed down and handpicked via those walkthroughs that we did together. So at least via these viewings, I'm glad that he was able to find the units that he liked. From there, we'll see which deal and which lease actually fits his criteria, and actually which lease we can negotiate the most as well to fit what he's looking for in this new chapter of his life. And you're not just looking for information, but actual clear, done for you, actionable steps to make this transition happen, then feel free to click the link in the description down below, and me and my team will draft up a game plan on how we can situate the full A to Z logistics and hold your hand throughout this entire transition so that you don't have to worry about the burden of doing it all by yourself. So click the link down below, we'll have a discussion. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. God bless.